it's amazing that it's like this because we have so many, like you said, talented kids. But the problem is a grade is based on all students, not just our STEM kids. That's what No Child Left Behind is. And I have students who struggle in school, and sometimes when they advocate, there is no extra help all the time available. I can't tell you what I have to go through sometimes to get extra help for my kids. There is no tutoring all the time because teachers are in meetings, teachers are here. Teachers are leaving at the end of the day because they had a prep at the end of the day instead of staying for extra help. And that's not just in elementary. Actually, in elementary, there's more than when they get to the high school. That's the problem. Elementary, we have so much. High school is where the issue is. My daughter needed math tutoring. I had a contact, I can't tell you how many different teachers every day to see who was available. That's a problem. And my daughter's an honor roll student, so she doesn't always struggle, but when she does, I can't imagine if she wasn't an honor roll student and a child who really struggles. Where's the extra help
So I
coming?
think I missed you at the art show last week. I think you walked in when I walked
Yes.
out. But I know I spoke to your daughter's dad, and we talked with his guidance counselor at that art show last Thursday night. And we talked about different college alternatives and solutions, but not just college. Currently, where she's at, where she's gonna go, and the process has to be an ongoing one. And not, again, the fact that we do that here, Maria,
I'm
individually,
But I'm not just talking about
Individually.
one child.
we're doing it for all children.
children.
That's
I
the plan.
understand.
We are here to treat all children as
I
individuals.
understand
The state and the assessment take us and lump you all together, and
I
you're a
know.
statistic. To me,
But
this is
ours
not
is,
indicative of
again,
what we do in a school district.
Skewed could be a little.
Skewed
but
is the
that's
right
a
word
lot.
about those statistics. We're not a zero as a school.
No, I don't think so.
Thank you.
But I do think there is some issues.
There's
The
always
tutoring,
issues, and they
extra
exist
help.
in Upper Bergen County, in
Oh, I
southern
know.
New Jersey, and
I know
all across
all
our
the
country.
districts in the county due to my profession, so I understand that.
We all have problems.
We
We're
all
all
do.
working on them.
And we are. One other issue I have is, why were we as parents not told that bathrooms in the high school are locked?
First I'm hearing of it. What time of day?
All day.
If I knew sooner, I could call the administration and
I
ask
didn't
why.
find out until my daughter was having a bad day, and that was one of the things that really got her, was there was nowhere to go to the bathroom.
I know we talked many a times, and if it's an email or a phone call, please let me know immediately.
They're locked
They're locked if and when I know
all
there's a
day.
maintenance issue.
No, this is not a maintenance
Okay.
issue. This is, they do it as a deterrent because there've been several issues, I've been told, in the high school,
Of vaping.
and other issues, not strictly vaping. Because I did say that, because I know that's a huge issue in every district.
Thank you.
But still locking bathrooms, and I was told they're supposed to be at certain times supervising staff to let students in, but they're not there. Because a lot of teachers don't always make it to their duty, but that duty in this case is opening bathrooms.
I'll look into
So
this.
that's
Check
it.
it. Tomorrow
And
morning I'll look
it's
into this.
March, this
Sure.
started in September. I didn't know about this until last
First I'm
week.
hearing it.
Let me know, please, if it continues. I will look into this
I
first thing in the
li-
morning, and if it continues, I need to know. And
Okay.
again, if it is a maintenance regard, a related issue,
No, it's
clearly.
not. I clearly asked the administrators,
Okay.
Thank you very much.
and that's it.
And
Thank
we'll
you.
address that. Thank you. Anyone else in the audience?
Everybody knows
Oh,
me.
Ms. Alvarez, yes.
Hello.
Come on up, please. State your name and address, please.
Maria Alvarez, 534 4th Street. I'm just here because of Jasmine and Nicolette, because I've known Nicolette since she was a baby, and I'm so proud of you guys. And Jasmine has been awesome this season, and I'm very proud of them. But I just wanted to remind you guys that this senior class is very special. Do you know why?
Because they're the first group that ever graduated out of this early childhood center.
Exactly.
Good
This
guess,
is the
right?
First class.
She thought she was gonna get me. Go ahead, give me
What's the
another
second
one.
thing? Let's
Second
see.
thing,
I'm
their
testing
senior
you.
class trip hasn't been approved yet? Why are they special? Every class is special, Mrs. Alvarez.
This is a little bit more because it's also the 50th, and you can check with Mr.
50th
Ray.
anniversary?
The 50th
That's
class
absolutely
to graduate
correct,
the high
because we
school.
had a reunion in September, so this will be the 50th graduating class. You
So
guys
I
remember
am-
that if you're ever on Jeopardy.
I am hoping someone will mention that at graduation.
I'll make a note to mention it.
If not, I will bug you, and you
I'm
know
sure
I
you will. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you. Anyone else?
50th.
Yes, ma'am.
50th reunion for you too. Elementary school. 50 is a good number tonight.
Ladies Papola. I have a question. That the school bought the Power School app to use it? Like that's something that they, Power School?
Yes,
That the teacher put the grade
Yes,
and you
of
see
course.
your kid. That I love it.
yes.
Is it mandatory that the teacher use it as a tool?
So it's a student information
Yes.
system is what you're
Yeah,
referring
like
to?
this is what I'm
So you
talking
have
about.
24/7 access to your child's
Yes.
grades, attendance.
So-
Is it required? I'm not sure the question.
Yeah, is the teacher choose to use it or
All,
not to
all
use it?
teachers are required to input certain data into Power School. And if that's not happening, please speak to me privately without insulting teachers
I'm
and
not
or they
insulting-
haven't been right.
No, I'm not insulting teachers. I just wonder because
Yes,
as a parent,
Sure.
I have two other kids, and now with Valerie, this is what we do it. And the phone every day, and this is the best thing they can do.
Sure.
Because I check if she didn't do her homework, and what she's doing in this set of thing. But some of the teachers choose not to use it. So I already sent notes, I already communicate, but it's something that I'm old fashioned. I'm not a Soviet in computer, I don't know how to use it.
Okay.
But we learn, because some of the young need to.
Yes.
And we are like, need to do it. Like, with this, I could see things that is beneficial for her learning, because I could go and say, oh, you didn't do this, you're doing this, that, and this. But some of the teachers choose not to use it, and it's so hard for me to, to see it, because if you send a note with a kid, they don't give it, this is the best. So I don't know if it was mandatory
Yeah,
of
so I'm gonna
they
speak to you
choose not to use.
privately
I think
about.
if we have it, we should
I will speak to
all
you
use it.
privately about those teachers,
Yeah.
but more importantly, and keep in mind, so Power School is a wonderful resource. It's one of many student information systems available to us in a district. But also there are downsides. So in all fairness, if a child was given an assessment today, it's hard for me to require a teacher to input, because that teacher may have in excess of 125 kids.
I understand
So usually
that.
there's some leeway, but if it's
Yeah.
never being used,
No, it's,
I don't know
the
how
teachers
grades are
that
being
not-
generated.
The teachers that's not being used, never use it.
Wow.
We need to speak
Because
privately,
in
please.
the meeting, verbally, that teacher mentioned, don't expect me to send anything to the Power School that I'm not using, verbally. And then the time passed, we in September started, okay, she not using, no use it. But now it's getting to the point that it's missing, and I really want to know.
I'm just curious, how has your daughter been assessed a grade if they're not putting grades in the system?
Well,
Has she been given a grade on the report card?
report card at the end of the time, but
So then the teacher, your point is putting all the grades in later on,
like
not
not
periodically
like the
throughout.
teacher, but only that specific teacher is not followed. Oh, because I don't want to know at the end of the semester.
I understand.
I want
Yeah,
to
in a
know
more
in
timely fashion,
advance,
sure.
like other teachers do, and I don't expect that they get the test today
No.
to see it. If
Absolutely.
other
Tomorrow
teacher can
morning.
do it, they have, like
Press.
a little pride that they could do it.
Sure.
And I mean, if you say verbally, I'm not going to use it, that's my decision. But as school-wide, I think I cannot choose. I'm not going to do this to this.
No, I
to
would
this
love to
kid.
speak to you about those individuals.
Because it's really
Look
not
into it.
beneficial for the kid. And that teacher is a excellent teacher. Just, I think, choose not to use that. It's not helping the
No.
kid as they
Or
meant
the
to be.
parents.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
And we'll
Thank you
check
very
into
much.
that right away. And it's great that you're proactive. I
Yeah.
wish all parents were proactive. I think that's a great
Okay.
thing to check.
Thank you.
We'll check
Thank
into
you.
that tomorrow. Anything else, audience?
Hi, sorry, I know you thought we were done with me.
That's a way around the 3 minute rule. You could go 7 times. No, you only let.
Well, now I'll try using that sometime. Someone had just mentioned something regarding the bathrooms, and I thought that was common knowledge to the district. Since you mentioned this is your first time hearing it, I actually want to give you a full student perspective on that, because that is actually a very important daily issue most students go through. Just to give you an idea, the other day I had English class first period on the 3rd floor. I had to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom on the 3rd floor. It was locked. Okay, so I go down to the 2nd floor, check the bathroom, it's locked. I then go down to the first floor. Bathroom is locked. I then go to the bathrooms near the locker rooms and the gym. That was also locked. So now I go across the lobby, down into the basement to the band room, where there is only one stall, not even a urinal and a stall, just a stall and one sink, to find a line of 5, 6, 7 kids waiting to use the restroom. So, out of curiosity, I timed myself to see how long it would take, because then I was getting in trouble
I'm
for
sure
being
they
out
didn't
of
send
class
a
for
cut
so
slip
long.
on you.
So this was on a good day. It took me 9 minutes and 49 seconds. That's roughly 10 minutes.
That's John So in the 200 meter in the pool.
So that's roughly a fifth of class time.
Michael, I am not dismissing anything what you're telling me tonight, but I want you to knock on the door of a principal, a vice principal, a dean, and tell them, I need a restroom in a more timely fashion. And if it's not happening, just like you've emailed me before, email me again.
And what I've been told is the locking of the bathrooms is supposed to stop students from smoking and vaping
Michael,
in the
you
bathroom.
need a bathroom and it's not open, knock on a door and it'll be open.
Okay.
And I'm telling you now, the bathrooms need to be open.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
I will call Dr. Cirillo tomorrow morning.
I got it.
Check and see. I promise you
I have
that.
no minutes
Thank
left.
you.
Okay, anyone else in the audience? Yes, Ms. Basanti.
Because my daughter addressed this, and she was told to email the vice principal every time she went to a bathroom and there was not a teacher there to unlock it. Do you know how many times she would be? The kids are not supposed to be policing the staff.
I'm not asking them to.
No.
I want
My
them to knock
daughter
on the
was
door and
told
get the door
to.
opened.
There is no administrators. You can't find them.
I would disagree. I think that's a general statement,
They're
Maria.
in meetings.
Okay, in defense of our
No,
administration.
I'm not
that's
saying they
very,
leave the
very
building, but you're talking about a kid who has to go to the
I
bathroom.
don't disagree.
Can't run around.
Tomorrow morning,
I'm not
guaranteed.
even, well, Maria, I promise you, I'm gonna make
Guaranteed.
2 phone calls tonight and both administrators will be on notice.
But
Okay,
no one knew. That's the
we
other.
didn't know.
You're right, I didn't.
Parents should know.
The superintendent, I thought, should know,
Absolutely.
because I'll open them.
Nothing to say to that.
Okay, any other questions from the audience? Please come on up.
I'm not selling anything. Nancy Andre from 100 East Harriet Avenue. I just want to know, was there any update? A couple of meetings ago, there were several of the aides from this building here. Any update with the parking? Because it's still horrible.
Spoke to the mayor, I toured the district and this area specifically with Dr. Matarazzo and Mayor Chung. We talked about alternatives and solutions. The reality is we are using parking spaces that technically, publicly, I shouldn't say it, are not even ours. So let's not rock the boat. There is something that it's going to happen for handicap parking, especially outside this building, because that is required by law. The mayor is not opposed to it. We are working together. I would tell you wholeheartedly, I'm grateful for what we have, but I also know our staff continues to grow as our students grow, but the parking is not growing. We're seeing duplexes with 2 driveways. That's taking up a spot on every block, times 7.
Yes.
We're trying, we are
Okay.
trying.
And also on a different note, congratulations to Dr. Matarazzo on his 2 beautiful
Thank you.
grandchildren.
Thank you. That makes everything worthwhile. Thank you.
But it doesn't get you more parking
No
spots.
more barking, that's it.
It's just more babies.
That's it. And more cars. But thank you. Anyone else?
Stop asking.
If not, I'd like to make a motion to close.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, opposed? And now we'd like to make a motion that we go into closed session.
I'll make a motion to go to close.
Guys, the only formal
Second.
action after close will be pertaining to the bullying report.
Second on that? Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you.